Hello guys, it is me. I don't know why I just clapped. It is me, the Banter Girl, and welcome back to Train Simulator. Today we're going to carry on from Smallbrook Junction, and I am going to continue teaching all you lovely people out there how to drive a steam train. Because, you know, I should be specific. To be specific, a steam train on Train Simulator, obviously, but you know. Right. I have to do all this all over again. I just tried to record and then I fucked up drastically. But, you know, right. I still need to explain everything. Well, first of all, I'm gonna set the points. That would be a very good idea. Right. Points set. I'm actually gonna teach you guys how to drive a steam train this time and not, mess it up. Right, so, basically, this is already in forwards, so you keep this in forwards. So that is now in forwards. This is the reverser. That's now in forwards. And also, if you want to know what the key codes are, you've got E for the reverser lock and W and S to move it backwards and forwards. Also, if you want to, all the key codes are in the manual. So yeah. So this is your main loco brake. You use this when you're stopping, and you've got the engine brake here, which will just apply the brakes on the loco, but this will apply the brakes on the coaches as well. So we're uncoupled, aren't we? I think we are. Yeah. And I resolved the problem with this. This now can stay open. Oh yeah, this is the handbrake here. Release and unrelease and all that. So basically what I'm gonna, okay. So, basic engine controls you have. If you're in auto fireman as well, you might need this. So, you've got injector, oh. Trust me, I'm not in auto fireman because I can't open this. So you got injectors here. You've got another injector. You've got the this is for the brake pump thing. So this thing out here, this is the brake pump thing. And for some reason you can't see any animations in there. That's sad. There's no animations. Right. So, without further ado, oh yeah, this is also vacuum brake. This is for the vacuum brake. You turn that on, and so you release the loco. Oh yeah, you hear that noise? That is the. Oh, I should probably whistle. Toot toot. Yeah, you hear that noise? That is the water going into the boiler. Oh dear. So yeah, we're just gonna roll. Oh, is my thingy? Is my cylinders open? Yeah, they are. Oh yeah, this is a light. Lights up really, really nicely. That's really nice. Right. So you see this little gauge here is how much loco brake you're putting on. So basically, I'm gonna put on a little bit of loco brake using the what key? Square bracket key. Both of the square bracket keys for the loco brake. If you want to know key codes and all that, that's in the keyboard layout or the manual. Right, you look at this little mushroom thing, and that should go to white. Yep, and I'm also gonna go up here and change the points here too. So yeah, we're all set. So we jump back in the cab. We press E again, and I'm just gonna drag it. Right, that is now on full 75% backwards. I'm also gonna put the this on so I can see my speed at least. Right. So then you apply a little little bit of regulator because we're on a hill. So yeah, and then always well, we just start rolling backwards. Yes, we are. And you look out this back window here. Fly a little bit more using A or D. When you get to about 7 miles an hour, you can cut off cylinders. Man. Yeah. Right, now I'm gonna apply a more engine brake again. Loco brake. Loco brake. Right. And also, what I'm gonna do is, right, that mushroom thing needs to go back to green. Oh, it's red because there's a train in the platform, which we're gonna couple up to. That'll give us the exception. Set the points again. And now what you do, because we're on a downhill, is you'll just release this and we'll start rolling again. Open the cylinders just in case we start chuffing. Because as soon as you let the steam into the cylinders, if there's water in there, if you imagine it goes backwards and forwards in like a cylinder, there's like a disc thing that goes backwards and forwards inside a cylinder. If there was steam that was trying to compress that water, you could probably imagine what would happen. It would explode. So yeah, we obviously don't want that. I'm gonna lean out the window a sec here. Oh god, I didn't put my thing in forwards. Always put it in forwards. Right, it's alright, it's fine. We're going at a nice steady 4 miles an hour. Now apply a little bit of loco brake, a lot. Oh god, that wasn't my best coupling up I've had, but you can do it better. So click here, or Control C. Nope, Control Shift C. Control Shift C for that. I'm gonna put the handbrake on. Have I got the right head code? Right. I'm gonna put. Okay, to change the head code is Control 1, 2, and so on. Control 1, 2. So Control whatever. If you go Control 9 or 8. Oh, I figured out what the cab light is. That's cool. So Control 8 is for the cab light, and Control 7 is whether you want it to be a lamp or a disc. But because it's a steam railway, I'm gonna have it as a disc. Right. So we're gonna reset the doors. Right, so while we're in here, we're gonna put the reverser all the way back again. All the way back to 75%. There we are, 75% backwards. Cylinders are open. We use the handbrakes, so basically what I'm gonna do is, because we're leaving the station with us two, apply a little bit of reg, tiny little bit, and release the handbrake. And we shall be on our merry way, and you apply some more when you get moving. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm also gonna save. Now as you go along, I'll show you what will happen. To make it more efficient, we want to put the thingy back, the reverser back. I put it back to about 53%. So if I didn't have this on, I'd have to be listening out the chuffing. So the drivers usually use how fast the chuffing is they usually use how fast the chuffing is to tell how fast it's going. Right, so basically, I'll tell you a little bit more about the Terriers. The Terriers were made by William Stroudley for the London, Brighton and South... No. London, Brighton... Yeah. They were made for the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway. 55 of them were built to work there. The most famous one being Stepney. For reasons. There should be a whistle ball coming up, yeah, I knew that. Yeah, so they were all very, very important. They were very, very famous as well. Like, and if you want to go see a terrier, well, there are some that if you want to go to see one, in normally and not ride on it, you go to the Bluebell Railway. And you'll see the famous one called Stepney, and there might be another one there called Fenchurch. I forgot to whistle, silly me. But yeah, no, there'll be another one there called Fenchurch. So Stepney and Fenchurch will be together. But if you want to ride on one, the recommended place to go is on the Isle of Wight, where you can ride on one similar to this called Freshwater, and there's another one that doesn't have a name, unfortunately. So yeah, these are Stroudley 4-wheel coaches. Yeah, these were made in Brighton Works. The Terriers, most of them, were made in Brighton Works, and worked on the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway. They needed a train that was good at getting up to speed, but good at slowing down for stations. Yeah, that's what they needed them. But yeah, no, in the sense, yeah. Sometimes you need to check your pressure sometimes. If you were the fireman, if you're an auto fireman, you'd need to check how much PSI you've got. And to get that down, you would add some more water into the boiler that uses up a lot of steam, essentially. So, these type of trains are classified as 060s. So they've got no driving wheels. They've got. Alright, let me restart this. They've got no front wheels, 6 driving wheels, all coupled together, and no back trailing wheels. Now you're probably thinking, what about this one? No, it doesn't count as a front one because it's not like a front trailing one. So if you imagine the Flying Scotsman, there'll be wheels in the front, but these are all connected. And if you're wondering where are the pistons, because you can normally see them on steam trains, they're inside. You can just about see the motion inside here. Oh god, foliage. Look, you can just about see the motion inside there. For that. Should be fast approaching Ashy. These terriers are special for the Isle of Wight because these have a special type of coal bunker, because not every terrier has this kind of coal bunker. It has a shorter one with bars on the top, or just a plain one, and also it has a hooter as well. These types of whistles are called hooters, and they're special just for the Isle of Wight locos. Not for everyone, just for the terriers. Now these should be pulling the Southern Stroudleys, but they're not. Oh god, I'm speeding a bit. Yeah, make someone's day today. But yeah, in all essence, right, I'm gonna start applying the engine brake now because we're on a hill. So yeah. You're allowed to speed a little bit, you just need to keep on checking. So check the brake, and then you release the brake and put it in running. You see that when it clicks, I'm putting it into running and releasing it. So off you go, really. This is how you drive a terrier. Well, in real life there is a way to find out how much water you've got. Obviously you just look in the water tank. But in the game you have no real way of telling how much you've got, which is unfortunate. But in real life you would go out here, and there's like, you'd open this and you'd see how much you've got in both of them. Oh dear. Right, as you can see, look, you see that? See all that steam coming out? Yeah, that is the safety valves. So that's basically the steam. There's too much steam in the boiler. As you can see, like, if you come in here, it's gone past the red line. So, well, it's just going past the red line. Oh, we're not on the hill anymore, so we can use a bit more steam. Anyway. Now, to get rid of steam on the terriers, what you need to do is kind of... Whoa. I was going to say just kind of use up the steam. So what I tend to do, it's not really what you should do, but what you need to do is just full regulator it on 75, and that should bring down, as you can see, should bring down the steam. It's not really what you're supposed to do, but it's what I do, because the game, the way this works doesn't work like it should. I'm gonna actually put that back into running. Right, I'm just gonna keep an eye on the pressure here. I didn't work the way I wanted it to. Oh well. You see these little gold things here too? These are for the lubricators. So you put like oil in here or something, and it'll lubricate the pistons as they go around. Because you've got to keep every single moving part of the steam train covered in oil or lubricant. Because if not, then it doesn't run smoothly or something along those lines. So yeah, in essence, that is how you drive a steamer. And now I can reduce regulator and reduce reverser, so it can start running more efficiently. And I think I'm going to call it a day at Haven Street. Now, yesterday I had a thumbnail for my video, but for some reason it wouldn't let me put the thumbnail on. I mean, I will update that at some point, but you know, I just need to get my account sorted out so I can do that. Oh, hold on, I might try using the main brake. The main brake is not working. It's not working very well at all. Oh dear, hold on a sec. Right, put that back into running. I've got to put so many things into running and release and... Right, so we're gonna go straight into the platform. If you want to be nice, you can give the people on the platform a toot just before you stop. But it's up to you, really. Depends what mood you're in. If you're in a good mood, then do that. But you know. Ah, we have first supporters. Actually. Oh, toot. That's the one I wanted. Oh. And I'll also give you a little tour of the yard while I'm here too. Right, I'm going to keep that on about 40. And about 40 that it should, yeah. So keep it on about 40. and come to a nice gentle stop. And start. Release, release, release. Bit of brake. Bit of brake, bit of brake, bit of brake, bit of brake. Little bit of brake, little bit of brake, little bit more. And there you are. I won't bother carry on to one until I go into the next episode. But I'm now going to put this into neutral. That is in neutral. I'm going to slam all brakes on. All brakes there. Put the handbrake on too. Reverse regulator is shut. You're going to make sure this is open. And now you are ready for another day's work. Right. So I'm also going to take the head codes off as well. The head, whatever they are. I don't even know. Right, so that's off and that's now ready for the trip to Wharton. Over here we've got Invincible. This is the first train I'll ever get if you get train sim. Well, this is the first train I ever got, at least. The first steam train. And I learned how to drive steam trains on Invincible. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want, you can subscribe. If you want, you can subscribe and you can like it. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye, guys. Sorry, I had to do that.